Hey, what is up, Wolfpack? It's me, Cal here, and we're back again with another ultimate guide for Blood of the Dead in Black Ops 4 Zombies. This will feature everything you need to know for all you new players just getting to Black Ops 4, because Black Ops 4 is currently free to play for PS Plus users for the month of July on PS4 and PS5. You have to claim it within this month of July, and then you'll be able to keep it forever. But I've decided to go back to the starting maps here and provide you guys with an ultimate guide from everything from the shield to the pack-a-punch to the power to the side quests and the main Easter egg for you guys in one video, shortened and sweet for you guys. I also did 9 if you guys want to check that out in the top card right above. But because of this, some of this is actually old recording from when I actually did record all this back in Black Ops 4 when it was new, and some of this is current and new, freshly recorded for you guys. Be sure to check the time bar on the video to skip ahead to certain portions as well. But anyways, hope you all enjoy and find this useful, and without further ado, let's hop right into it. So first up, to get the Hell's Retriever, which is a throwable tomahawk and needed for the main Easter egg, you want to make your way to the right of spawn after opening the first door. Open this door into this industrial area, and you'll see a dog head on the wall. What you need to do is kill 6 zombies next to this dog head so that the dog can eat them. The dog only eats 1 zombie at a time, so take your time killing 1 zombie at a time, wait till it finishes chewing, and then you can kill another one. You need to feed it 6 zombies, and you know it's done because the dog will then disappear back into the wall, and the spot will now glow red. This should be the first thing you do in the map, and then you can actually make your way to the left side of spawn, open this door, and turn on the first power switch over here. You can then make your way into the map. Once you actually get past the original Mob of the Dead spawn room, there's actually going to be the second dog head there in the cell block area, the very same area from the original Mob of the Dead. This is going to be your second dog head that you will have to fill up, just like the first one. What you should also do is actually open up all the way down to the docks, where you'll be able to go down there and actually turn the power on in the back room, kind of hidden away in the dark. Beware, because when you do turn the main power switch on, the warden will spawn once again. Now your third and final dog head, if you actually head past that dog head, make a right, and go all the way to the back room to the warden's office, and past the warden's office, after you open up the door, you'll be able to go out into the street area, and there your third and final dog head will be right there on the wall. Once you have this main power on and you've fed all 3 of these dog heads, you make your way back to the warden's office, go past it and into the warden's house, where you'll be able to find a fast travel down inside of it. Take this fast travel, and while you're going through it, hold square or your activate button, because you will then be able to pick up the Hell's Retriever as you're passing by. You will now have the Hell's Retriever. You can actually hold it down to charge it up, and it can charge 2 times. If you look at the ground, you can see 2 red blasts coming from you each time it gets charged up.
So now I'll be showing you guys how to activate the Easter egg song on Blood of the Dead. So the first thing you have to do is actually build the shield, and if you don't know how to do that, the first part you can get from killing the warden. The second part is actually found on one of these afterlife boxes around the jail here. The first one's over there. The second one is actually right over here to the right. These are possible locations, might I add. And the third possible location for the second part is right here. So now that you have the warden's key and the essence from one of the afterlife boxes, the last part is actually going to be all the way down the Citadel tunnels here. I believe that's what they're called. Yes. And it can be either at the very bottom against this kind of panel here, or closer towards the docks. So I'll show you just really quick in case you guys don't know. It could be right here, or it could be down these stairs to the left. And lastly, it could possibly be right here. Now, once you build the shield, which you can just do it right out here at the docks, which I did, you're going to want to drain 3 zombie souls to charge up your shield. And as you're going to see when you lock it down, it's actually going to have a shield blast ready, so you know it's ready when your key's glowing blue. Now, once you have this, you're ready to activate the Easter egg song. Now, use the warden's key that you picked up earlier. Unlock this right here at the bottom of the Citadel tunnels, and you're going to want to blast it with your shield to actually activate it. Now, use your activate button for me it's square, and just change these numbers to 115 by tapping your activate button, and that's actually going to activate the Easter egg song. And it's really easy. It's how you do it. And the song is Where Are We Going, but it's kind of remade or remixed or whatever.
Now, once you have the shield, you will now be able to actually activate Pack-a-Punch. In order to do this, you'll need to charge up your shield by draining 3 zombie souls, then make your way all the way up to the roof of the cell block area of the map. And once you're on the roof, you're going to see a meter up here on some stairs. Simply aim down with your shield and shield blast the meter, and some ghosts will spawn in and spawn Pack-a-Punch in. Now, Pack-a-Punch will stay there for a couple rounds, but then it will begin to move around the map. You will always find it either on the roof, all the way down at the docks in the power room, the main power room where you flip that switch, or it could be all the way back at spawn near the first power switch. To get a free Blundergat, you will have to use the Hell's Retriever and your shield to locate 5 invisible skulls around the map to retrieve them with your Hell's Retriever. The first one is going to be at spawn here, kind of up on this balcony. The second one is going to be past the first spawn room of the original Mob of the Dead, here in this jail cell, kind of in the toilet. The third one is going to be up on the roof, just to the right of the meter you zapped for Pack-a-Punch on these boxes. I will mention when you're aiming down with your shield, it will allow you to see the skull, which you can then throw your retriever at. The fourth skull is going to be all the way down at the docks. Kind of out in the distance on this further dock, kind of on this third peg, that you'll be able to see if you're looking through your shield. The fifth and final skull is actually just past the warden's office. If you turn to the left right next to the dog head and look on top of the telephone pole through your shield, you'll see the last skull there. Simply throw your tomahawk at it, and if you've collected all 5 of these skulls correctly, a free Blundergat will then spawn in the warden's office on the desk. Besides this, anyone else can get the Blundergat in the box. Once you have the Blundergat, there are 2 possible upgrades you can go for it. First off, we have the Acidgat here. The Acidgat can be built by finding 3 parts around the map. The first part is actually going to be in the spawn area, in the tunnel connecting the 2 sides of spawn, and it's always going to be in this tunnel. It's just a little suitcase on the ground. The second part is going to be in the warden's office. If you make a right, actually, instead of going into the warden's office itself, you'll be able to go into this jail cell and grab the next part from in here. And the third and final part is going to be towards the roof, or near the third original dog head from the original Mob of the Dead. It's going to be locked up in this shelving right here. Once you have all 3 of these parts, you can feel free to craft the Acidgat upgrade station at any of the buildable benches. There's one at the docks, one in the middle of the cell block upstairs, and one all the way at spawn. Once you craft it, you'll be able to insert your Blundergats to get the Acidgat. It can also be Pack-a-Punch. However, the Magmagat upgrade is much better than this Acidgat, and honestly, it's not even worth it to do the Acidgat if you just go straight to the Magmagat, which I will show you how to do right now.
So the very first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is actually get yourself the Blundergat. You can either keep hitting the box and try to get it, or you can do the free method, which is by tomahawking the skulls around the map in order to get a free one, which I'm sure you can find a tutorial on YouTube if you need to. But once you get the Blundergat, make your way over to the warden's house in the very back of the map, and you're going to find his fireplace in the back of his house. Go ahead and insert your Blundergat into the fireplace. Now make sure you're set up for this, because once you insert the Blundergat into the fireplace, you cannot leave the warden's house. You're going to see all the windows and doors are glowing blue, and you actually have to stay inside the house and fill up the skulls above the fireplace with souls. So just keep killing zombies inside the house. I believe even if your friends come in and kill zombies, the souls count as well. And only one person needs to do this, might I add, for everyone to get the Magmagat upgrade. Now, once you have enough zombie souls, I want to say it's about 30 or so, you'll notice all 3 skulls will be glowing blue on top of the fireplace. Now, once you see this, you're going to have the option to deposit the essence into the fireplace to kind of finish off your Blundergat there. But before you do that, I recommend keeping a zombie, or at least making sure the entrance to the warden's house is clear and you have a path to escape. Because once you start this step, you pretty much don't have a weapon and you're going to have to run across the map. So maybe get a friend to escort you, or wait till the end of a round, or throw a monkey bomb, something like that. But anyways, all you have to do is pick up the Blundergat after you deposit the essence. There's going to be a short little fire animation. Pick it up, and you're going to have to sprint across the map and keep it heated throughout the way. In order to keep it heated, you have to actually hit these flaming barrels along your way to spawn. So if you follow the exact path I do here, you want to hit, there's about 5 barrels, but you have to make sure you hit every single one of them. There's one right outside the warden's office there. There's one, you just follow the path I'm taking, and once you do this once or twice, maybe watch this path a couple times, get used to it, get the hang of it, and make sure you see and hit every single barrel, especially the one at the very end of the catwalk, right on the left here. And then take it right to this kind of furnace here, insert it, and these ghosts will come out and upgrade your Magmagat. And once the animation's finished, you will have the Magmagat and anyone else in your game for the remainder of that match. can put their Blundergat inside this furnace and it will automatically upgrade into the Magmagat. You can pack-a-punch this, and you can also convert it back to the Acidgat with the Acid Kit and convert it back to the Magmagat, back and forth whenever you want, however you want it. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Golden Spork melee weapon in Blood of the Dead. Now the Golden Spork, of course, is a one-hit kill melee weapon until round 35. It's really good for the Easter egg and helping you out for getting high rounds. Now, we have to first get the silver spoon before we can get the golden spork. Now, there are some prerequisites to this, though. You do need to build the spectral shield, and you do need to feed the 3 dog heads around the map to get the Hell's Retriever. And once you have those things, head into the warden's office and look through your spectral shield to see these 3 numbers on the wall. Memorize them, the first one being the closest one to you, and the last one being the farthest one from you. Those 3 numbers in that specific order. Enter them in the bottom of the Citadel tunnels after you shield blast the dials, and then you can type them in, and that's going to activate the elevator, which is going to collapse, and you're actually going to be able to see a silver spoon in a skeleton's hand right there in the elevator before it falls into the ocean. Now once it falls into the ocean, you can then head down to the docks here and shield blast this other meter. What that's going to do is activate the crane. The crane's going to move over, and once it's hovering over the island, you can then throw your Hell's Retriever at it, and it's going to cut off the skeleton's arm and drop down the silver spoon. Now this silver spoon is actually a one-hit kill until round 15 and is actually necessary for the main Easter egg. But in order to upgrade it to the golden spork, you do need to have an Acidgat or a Magmagat. And anyways, once you have an Acidgat or a Magmagat, you're going to want to head into the infirmary and place down your silver spoon in the bathtub here on the right side. Now you're not gonna have it anymore, so don't try to go knifing zombies. But once you place it down, head up to the roof here, and you're gonna want to get about 50 kills with the Acidgat or the Magmagat, and you'll know you're done. There's not really a noise, but you have to head down back to that bathtub and watch it as it fills up with blood. And when you're actually done, you will be able to drain the bathtub by holding your activate button on the tub. Now once the tub is completely drained, head back up to the roof once more, and you're going to notice out in the distance there is a water tower now leaking blood. Now on this water tower there is panels that are painted yellow. These mean you are able to shoot them. So shoot these yellow panels off. You can see one from the roof here, and then if you actually make your way down to the catwalk, you should be able to see the other 3. One is kind of hard to see, kind of hard to shoot. You gotta be at the right angle at this part of the catwalk here. But if you do it like I did, then you should have no problem. The last 2 are in the center of the catwalk that you can see pretty clearly. Make sure you look up and down of the entire water tower and look for these yellow marks, and make sure you don't miss any. Now once you shoot off all these yellow parts, the water tower is actually going to collapse, and you're going to see a nice cool little animation there where it does collapse. Now once this happens, make your way back to the middle of the catwalk once again, and then throw your Hell's Retriever at this bottom area of the water tower, and you will actually get yourself the golden spork. Now be careful doing it like I did, because you'll actually get yourself killed if you try to do this in the middle of the round on the catwalk, because it's pretty dangerous. So just keep a zombie or have your friend defend you, or make sure you're just well defended yourself. But anyways, that's how you get the golden spork. I do recommend getting the Hell's Retriever as early as possible, as it will make this a whole lot easier. But the first thing you have to do is get kills with the Hell's Retriever while standing at certain areas in the recreation yard. You could do them all in either of these areas, but here are a few that I know work 100% of the time. Now at the top of this ramp right next to the catwalk, next to this flaming barrel, and these 2 other kind of concrete areas where you can actually see lava through the cracks on the ground. You'll know you're getting the kills you need because whenever you charge up the retriever and throw it, you'll notice a blue glow on it while it is killing zombies. Once you've killed enough zombies, you will then hear a very noticeable wolf howl. Now after you hear the wolf howl, you will then need to look around the map through your spectral shield to find a glowing blue outline of a dog head. It can be in 3 possible areas of the map, and here are all the possible locations. So the first area is the recreation yard itself, near this kind of lava pit. It can also be on the left side of this piece of metal here, just to the left, or it can even be just to the left of the mystery box. Now the second possible area is just outside the warden's house. It could be near this kind of pit of lava, or just above the warden's office right here.
The third and final area is in the Citadel, with possible locations either in this barrier, behind the 3 glowing red dog heads, or just behind this chain link fence on the wall. Once you find your location by looking through your spectral shield, simply throw your Hell's Retriever into it, and if done correctly, then your Tomahawk should be gone, and you should have your original lethals back once again. Now once you've done this, you're going to have to wait until the next dog round. When you get a dog round, you're going to have to search around the map for a ghost dog. It can be anywhere on the map, so be sure to keep a couple of dogs while you run around looking for it. You can only see it through the spectral shield, but you will know you're close to one because you can see its tiny blue paw prints when you're in the area without even looking through the shield. It does move around and wander, so just be mindful of that. Now once you find the ghost dog, simply shield blast it, and you're ready to move on. Now after you shield blast the ghost dog, simply take the fast travel from the showers or the warden's office once again where you originally picked up the Hell's Retriever, and this time when you pick it up, it will be upgraded and be the Hell's Redeemer. It can now charge up to 3 times before being thrown, will kill more zombies per throw, and will even maintain good damage and keep killing zombies into the higher rounds. So first things first, to get free monkey bombs on Blood of the Dead, you're going to need to get your special weapon to at least level 2. Once it's at level 2 or higher, you're going to want to head over to CD Street and underneath the stairs here. If you look out to underneath kind of where the second dog head is, you're going to see a statue of a monkey bomb. Now all you need to do is use your level 2 or higher specialist weapon and kill zombies as close as you can to this monkey. He will begin collecting souls, and once it's done, then his head will begin to glow red. Once it starts glowing, simply shoot it with a bullet weapon and it will disappear. Once it disappears, you can head all the way back to the spawn room in Richtofen's lab where you will find your free monkey bombs sitting on the table. As a side note, these do replace your Hell's Retriever. I mean, monkeys tend to be way more useful anyways, but just keep that in mind. Now the cool little trick I wanted to show you guys, if you didn't know, is that you can use the Equipment Elixir, which is one of the classic ones. Then you will be able to instantly refill your lethals whenever you want simply by drinking it. This includes monkey bombs and homunculuses and is super useful for doing Easter eggs and high rounds because you just get so many to use in between max ammos, and especially so if you have multiple players running it with monkeys. To upgrade the Spectral Shield, you simply need to have a shield and have the Hell's Retriever. Then you need to make your way to the mystery box and start spinning it until you get the lock, which is equivalent to the teddy bear that makes the box disappear. As soon as you see that lock, you want to have your shield out and ready to go, and you need to start draining the lock with your shield. As soon as the lock turns blue, you then want to tomahawk the lock, and then your shield will then be upgraded. Another little trick with the shield to actually fill it up entirely without even draining any zombie souls is to look around on the map for the afterlife boxes. You need to find an afterlife box. They're all from the original spots that they were in Mob of the Dead, but you need to find one that is sparking. Each round, the sparking box will actually change to a different box. Once you find that sparking box, simply hold interact with it and it will fully charge up your shield. And today I'm going to be showing you how to get the newly discovered golden spork knife in Blood of the Dead on Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now this Easter egg is individual, so each player will have to do all of these steps by themselves in order to get it. Now there are some prerequisites before we hop into it. You're going to have to get yourself the Acidgat, the blue upgraded Hell's Redeemer, and the golden spork. First thing you're going to have to do is head to this tub in the New Industries area where you're going to have to kill 100 zombies with the golden spork right next to this tub here. So what I recommend doing is just training zombies around in the spawn area and the New Industries area and leading them back into the tub area and meleeing them. You might only get to melee a couple at a time, but so it's going to take a little while, but you'll know when you're done because the tub will turn red and you'll hear a noise coming from it, and you'll be able to walk up to it and actually place your golden spork within it. And be careful from here on out because you're no longer going to have your golden spork. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to have to do is collect 3 colored stones found around the map. The first one can be found at the original spawn for Mob of the Dead, also known as the D block. Simply go to this window and throw your Hell's Redeemer at this colored stone outside the window. Now the second one can be found right outside the warden's house to the left. You can see on the rooftop there is the stone. Simply throw your Redeemer at it and collect that one as well. Now the third and final stone can be found at the docks. Simply shield blast the crane, and when the net hovers over the island, throw your Redeemer at it and it should collect the stone. Now once you have these 3 stones, you're going to have to place them at 3 traps around the map. The first trap is the fan trap at the warden's office, just place it on the ground. The second one is the acid trap, just place it on the kind of drain right there on the ground. And then the third and final one is the new industries trap. You're going to place it kind of towards the box side of that trap. Now once you place down these stones at each of these traps, you're going to have to get 100 zombie kills at each trap. So what I recommend doing is the warden's office one first, and then the acid trap one, and then the new industries one. The new industries one is the easiest one, and the warden's office one is probably the hardest. But I recommend just training up zombies and leading them back to the trap where you can hopefully get a whole bunch of kills with one use. Once you have enough kills at each trap, a gem will actually come out of each of the stones, and you'll hear a noise next to it, signifying that you're done getting kills with that trap. Simply pick up the gem and move on to the next trap and finish them all off. Now once you have these 3 gems, simply make your way to the cafeteria and take the fast travel to the new industries. Now as soon as you get out, you're going to want to turn around and throw your Hell's Redeemer at the right side of the hole where there will be a golden nugget. It will actually hit the golden nugget and knock it nearby on the ground. Simply pick it up. Finally, once you have all 3 gems and the golden nugget, make your way to the new industries machine where you put the Blundergat in to turn it into the Magmagat. Simply put all these parts into this machine. The ghost will clamp it down, and when it opens up, you will have yourself the golden shank knife, which you can now pick up. So once you have the golden shank knife, simply take it over to the red bathtub in the new industries and hold your activate button on it, and a skeleton hand is going to come out and grab it and take it away from you. Once you've given away your golden shank knife, simply make your way down to the showers, and you're going to have to get about 300 kills with the Vitrolic Withering, which is the Pack-a-Punched Acidgat, down in that room. So just stay down there, run around, train them up if you need to, and kill as many zombies as you possibly can until you finally hear the washer make a buzzing sound like this. And a noise is going to continue to play for about the next 30 seconds or so, so just stay down there until all the music and the noises stop. Now once you've done that, you're going to notice that Sal DeLuca's tag has actually been stabbed into the sign in the middle of the catwalk. What you now need to do is lead a warden directly in front of this sign and melee him to death directly in front of the sign. I really recommend using the Ethereal Razor perk, and also I actually had my warden damaged. His helmet was off before I even took him to the catwalk, so that can help out as well. Make sure you're meleeing him right in front of the sign, and he dies right in front of the sign. And you know you've done this correctly because the tag will actually disappear from the knife. Now once the tag disappears, simply make your way back to the red bathtub in the new industries where you can now pick up the golden spork knife. This melee weapon is an absolute beast as it seems to be able to one-hit zombies almost indefinitely, occasionally electrocutes all the zombies, and even one-hits the wardens, which is really awesome. Now if you stack this with having the Ethereal Razor perk in your 4th slot, you can actually take out multiple zombies per melee. I managed to literally cut down hordes of zombies with just a few melees. Last up, we have the full Blood of the Dead Easter egg walkthrough here for you guys. I have this link down below. This is the full text guide. It's very in detail, has a bunch of pictures, shows you exactly what to do, so I don't need to go back and exactly do a full Easter egg for you guys if I'm not sure this video is going to be worth it. However, I do have some tips for you guys for this Easter egg for starting off. So it says here, we need to activate the Warden's shock ability for a certain step, but you can bypass this because normally you have to get to round 17, but you can skip this if you get monkey bombs. You could do that free monkey bomb Easter egg I provided earlier. So the first step of the Easter egg really is to get the spoon. Once you have the spoon, you can go into the Warden's office and back into the Warden's house, and you can go up the stairs where the Titan wall by is, and on the left wall here, you melee it with the spoon, and it will make scratches all over the wall. Once you've done that, you want to get yourself monkey bombs or get to round 17. And what you need to do is spawn in a warden or get a warden to spawn. You can spawn one in if you type 666 into the dials down here at the bottom of the Citadel tunnels. But once you get a warden, a Brutus to spawn, you have to lead him all the way up here into this area. And next to the scratched walls, you need him to do his slam attack. So you can make him do this around 17, or if you're below round 17, throw a monkey bomb next to this wall and get him to run over to the monkey bomb, and he should slam down on it and break the wall. It might not work on the first monkey throw. It might take a couple monkey bomb throws, but you should be able to break down the wall early, and you should be able to start the Easter egg early and not as late as round 17. Anyways, guys, this will be linked down below in the pinned comment. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this useful, this whole ultimate guide. And that's going to be it for this guide. I hope you all enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more. And I'll catch you guys next time with some Cold War Zombies tutorials, which is what we're up to these days. But yeah, peace out, everyone.
Where are we going from here? Where do we go? Are we all blinded by fear? How do we know?